Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I am here to talk about Nia Jax and other female wrestlers that she has injured. So I do have a timeline on it, and so I have years. I have the years and maybe the month that some of these women was injured, and I want to put the question out there: should Nia Jax be taken off Raw for months some months for some months, or she could actually get some better training and thing. So that's that. So as y'all know, if y'all know, if y'all have never heard of Nia Jax, let me give you a little brief bio. Nia Jax is Dwayne The Rock Johnson cousin. As you know, several of his cousins wrestled in the WWE, and we're going to talk about, I will do videos about them at a later date. But Nia signed with WWE in 2004. In 2015, she debuted on NXT. She was only on there for a year before they actually in 2016 brought her up to the main roster in a draft and thing. So Nia was, I think, down there for a good year before she was brought up from draft. Okay, so I'm here to talk about all the women that Nia Jax has injured. I will give you let's say months and date, give you the months and years, because I know all of us fans are very vocal when it comes to about Nia Jax injuring or botching a lot in the ring, and it has, in some of the cases, it has been some botches. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start in to me, when Nia first came over to the main roster, she was okay. She was wrestling fine and wrestling fine and okay. She had this personal, I don't get it, but personal grudge against Sasha Banks. For some reason, she had a personal grudge against Sasha Banks, and y'all know that is very well noted and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So July of 2017, Bayley was injured by Nia Jax, her shoulder, and that made her couldn't compete for her rematch against Alex Bliss. Now, do I think Nia, I really think Nia went too far in that particular match. That costed Bayley, and Bayley was on the shelf, and it took a long time for Bayley to get back where she needed to be to get that rematch again. Okay, so that was in 2017, y'all. Okay, so coming up, we're gonna try to get this in order. Also in 2017, April, we're going to start with April 10th of 2017, Charlotte Flair. Now, Charlotte Flair in the same match suffered none other, Nia botched twice. Okay, when in this particular match I'm thinking about, it was on Raw, and Nia, usually the botch in this particular match came twice. When Charlotte Flair went up to the post to do her flip off the back, Nia didn't catch her, and it's like boom, face first. She went face first into the into the floor. The floor was had the squishy mat, but it was like she went face first. Also in that same match, Nia was going for her Charlotte's shoulder to her knee, and that didn't go out as right. Shoulder buster, I think that's what the move is called. But she ended up hitting Charlotte's head. Ended up hitting Charlotte's head right there, and that's That's what happened in April 10th of 2017. If I don't give y'all dates, y'all, it's just because I couldn't find dates. And Charlotte ended up suffering a concussion. Now, okay, so that was that. So now we're moseying on to November. So I'm trying to get this in order the way I remember it. So in June 4th of 2018, Nia botched did a move, and she ended up injuring Natalia. I actually went and saw this, but it was like she was trying to say, oh, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Was it? Ask that question. Was it a mistake? Okay. So at the Women's Evolution in 2018, in a Royal Rumble match, she was the last woman standing, but it was an awkward thing that happened to Zelina Vega. She had Zelina Vega and she threw her out. And when she threw her out, Vega ended up getting hurt. If you go back and you look at that particular moment, Vega ended up getting hurt. And Vega was off TV due to a concussion. Y'all getting what I'm getting here? Okay. Same year of 2018, none other Becky Lynch, when none other the women of SmackDown invaded Raw of that year, Becky Lynch ended up suffering a broken nose, and she suffered a concussion, meaning Charlotte Flair took her place to go up against Asuka. I mean, yeah. Y'all kind of getting that, okay. So those are the only two things I could find for 2008. Wait, before I forget. Amber Moon was also injured by Nia Jax of December of 2018. And it was like, it wasn't very talked about until Amber Moon's husband, who is like an indies wrestler, made it to be known and stuff like that. And then from what I get, he also deleted this post and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay. So now we're finna get ready to go into some present day stuff. So we're finna start with 2019. So if you remember, we had a mixed match challenge a year ago in 2019, and the winners of the second mixed match challenge was R-Truth and Carmella. So R-Truth was supposed to be the number 30, but R-Truth was attacked by Nia in 2019, and she brutally hurt him real bad. He was pissed about that, but we don't know to this day. We all don't know if that was supposed to happen or not, or that. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into 2020. So everything from 2020 I am mentioning. All right, so everything from 2020 is sort of like late 2020. Okay, because Nia came back middle of the summer of 2020. So we have Kairi Sane. So Kairi Sane was injured confusedly, let's just say confusedly, from Nia Jax with an arm injury to a spine injury to not a spine injury, excuse me. I know she had several concussions because of Nia. So, yeah. So then Mandy Rose was also injured by Nia. Now, to get me to say Nia injured, everybody trying to say, oh, it was Mandy's fault, but Nia is known for doing botches, and I'm not dogging her in any kind of way, but I don't blame Mandy. I mean, Mandy was spotted right, but Nia didn't. We don't know if it was a botch or not, but Mandy ended up getting hurt in the long run. So yeah. So yeah, so that was okay. So we have Lana from November to December of 2020, late 2020. She was also injured by, she was Nia Jax, and you will have to put Dana, not excuse me, not Dana, but you will have to put Shayna Baszler in this category as well, because these two women constantly put Lana in do the table until she did get injured, but she was out for a whole month, and then she recently came back the last month at the Royal Rumble and stuff like that and things. So yeah, that was that. So let's start with when we have only one for 2021, and that was January 25th of 2021 of Dana Brooks. And if you didn't see that one, y'all need to go see it. It is like, it's a botch in the end. Dana ended up getting seriously hurt doing this. So yeah. So it was right before the Royal Rumble. This was like days before the Royal Rumble, but Dana was okay, and she was still able to compete in the Royal Rumble. But y'all, I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Do y'all think WWE needs to take Nia Jax off TV and thing, or should she stay on there, or should WWE take accountability and take her off TV? All right, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.